Hey, editing Claire here, just popping in to say I'm so sorry I didn't say hello. I didn't say a proper hello and welcome to my channel, and if you are watching I massively appreciate you. This video was filmed over the space of 2 weeks because I did miss an upload and I'm sorry about that as well. But yes, I really appreciate you for being here. Hello and welcome, and I hope you enjoy the video. And George says hey. I'm currently in the bedroom folding all the clothes away. We had 3 more boxes of clothes that were still unopened. Can you hear this? This is hands down my favourite weather. It is pouring with rain. It is dark and moody, and today is officially the first day of autumn. So I might even bake a cake. Or I might not. I might not. I might not. But I might. While the rain pours outside, I am going to be cracking on with this Hemnes dresser from IKEA. It is the wrong one they sent me, but am I going to send it back? No, I've unpacked it. So sometimes the universe just hands you cards that are actually meant to be. I truly believe everything is as it is meant to be at the time. And all it means is I can paint the dresser quite easily. I don't need to go through the sanding, priming thing because it's already done, and I can choose a colour that works with the room and paint the Hemnes when that time comes. So yes, I folded all of the clothes, all of the excess boxes that I found. Most of it went in the wardrobes, but this is all unit dresser stuff like pyjamas, underwear, all of that jazz. So that is today's job. Build this, get this all folded, and in 2 hours we've got the grandchildren and Tim's daughter and her husband coming for a Sunday roast. We're doing roast lamb, roast parsnips, roast potatoes, mashed potatoes, all of the trimmings. And for dessert, we've got ice cream, we've got cheesecake. And yeah, so that's Sunday's dreary, rainy, beautiful, moody plan. George is helping me, but he's not helping too much. George has got a sock obsession, so honestly there's a trail of socks all the way down to the living room. So yeah, luckily he's okay with me building stuff, so hopefully he'll just chill out on the bed while I get this built. And in typical non-Claire style, we're gonna get this built in a second. Is Wednesday today, and as much as I have wanted to vlog every day this week, it just has not happened. I completely forgot. We've got a brickie here today. He specialises in groundworks, brickworks, repointing and all of that. I'm terrible. I don't know what's wrong with me. I literally opened the door expecting the postman and I was like, hi. He was like, did you forget? Yeah, I forgot. So him and his daughter, who is the plasterer, how cool is that? Working with your dad, although my dad would kill me. But yeah, she does plastering. He does all the brickwork. So yeah, it's a cool double act. Anyway, they're here for today and tomorrow. They are fixing the back step. As soon as you go out of the back door, the step is completely kind of destroyed, I guess, from rain over the years. All of the bricks are like this. Could I do it? Yeah, if I watched a couple of YouTube tutorials and spent hundreds in supplies, probably. They're also repointing some bricks that really desperately need it. Again, that is a DIY job, but you know, we're a DIY channel, but to a certain extent. What else is he doing? He's also fixing, we've got this like semicircular step that goes down onto the grass, and the bricks have sunk into the grass because obviously the underbed, the levelling, whatever the bricks were put on was never done right. So he's doing all of that. He's actually removing the semicircular step. We kind of don't like the aesthetic of having one big step and then this kind of like round bit that comes out. So he's just removing it because it's crumbled. Other than that, we've had a few updates, a few house updates. There was meant to be a plumber coming today, so it's just so funny how the universe works. Sorry, I'm trying to get George's bed out from beside our bed. It's funny how the universe works because we were going to have a plumber come today just to fix up the bathroom just before we get a new bathroom in the next year or two, just to make it good. And he's coming tomorrow instead. So I was like, wow, see how things just work out because we've already got people here. But bedside tables, I ordered, oh my gosh, guys, they're gorgeous. I ordered these bedside tables from Wayfair. I have never used Wayfair before in my life. And how beautiful are these? They took a minute to put together, but simple, really simple instructions. And honestly, I was looking for bedside tables that would A, fit in this gap, leaving us a little bit of room, but B, not be too massive. You know, the bedside tables we had in the last house were so big, I gave them away in the end. And also, excuse all the debris on top, but I put the Hemleys together. So now we have a place for all of our things, which is so nice. And now this is what the bedroom is looking like, bar all of the clean clothes that I've just brought up from the tumble dryer that need to be hung up, put away. Yeah, the Hemleys goes along this wall really nicely, and then we've got the bedside tables. Now, of course, nothing is matching because we've still got purple walls, grey headboard, you know, but it will in the end. But I'm so happy I can now have a shower and actually go to a chest of drawers and get out what I need from there. Nothing much has changed in this room. I've just washed the children's bed in, made their beds because we've got them this weekend, Friday all the way to Monday, taking them to school on Friday, picking them up, taking them to school on Monday, picking them up because Mummy and Daddy are having a break. Mummy's going away on holiday and Daddy has to work. So that's exciting, cannot wait. And guys, are you even ready for the transformation in Claire's Crafty Corner? Is that we have stuff. We have stuff in here. We have got more boxes coming today. This is just the start of everything. Got my Cricut laid out. I've started putting things in and away. Lots of empty cubes still, which is a good sign. And I've got all of these still empty and 4 in there still empty. I did say I was going to pick my battles and have the removal company come and carry all the boxes up for me. They carried the Kallaxes, and once I built the Kallaxes, I was meant to call them back and have them come and bring all the boxes up. But now I know what ghosting, now I know what ghosting feels like. I messaged, what is it now, about 5 days ago? I messaged and said, hey, you know, blah, 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 blah. It's all done now, it's ready, it's waiting. I just need the boxes brought up. So please let me know when you've got the availability to do so. And I heard nothing for 3 days. I then got a text saying, great, Claire, I'll check the diary. I haven't heard from them since. I contacted the cleaner, the cleaner who cleaned my bedroom at the beginning. Do you remember I got a cleaner in because I wasn't coping? She actually, they've got like a handyman service as well. So I messaged, I think it's Northants Cleaning Squad. I'll put the name on the screen of the company I used here in Northamptonshire. And I just messaged and I said, oh, you know, blah, 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 and this is what I need. And literally next day, this man comes and he carries virtually all of my boxes up here. All of it. Apart from the cardboard boxes, which were obliterated in a storm. We have had 2 days non-stop torrential rain and thunder. If you saw last week's video, you would have seen right at the end, we just started getting rumblings of thunder. And I was excited and I was like, ooh, love a thunderstorm. And I was thinking if it's anything like Essex, it's going to be literally like a 6-minute storm and done. This storm lasted 2 days. 2 days. I have never in the history of my 46 years on, 47. Wait, yeah, I forgot I had a birthday in August. I've never in 47 years known anything like it, ever. And even the people here, like Tim's daughter, said she's never seen anything like it. Obviously, global warming. We had floods across the UK. It was 2 days of, it was like something like 24 hours of rain in 10 minutes. We had a lake. I'll put a clip here, if Claire, put a clip right here. The brand new gutters that we just had installed, they coped amazing, but there's a bend on the house and it wasn't going around the bend. It was literally pouring out like a waterfall. We had a lake this deep in our garden. It was chaos, absolutely chaos. But luckily, touch wood, all is fine, the roof is fine. We've got no leaks. I came straight up here and I was like, please no leaks. Obviously a lot of people were not okay, no water coming through the ceilings, but cut a long story short, wow, Claire, wow, I'm very good at not cutting a long story short. The tarp that I had everything under in my garden, turns out it wasn't a very good tarp, because when I went to investigate after the rain stopped 2 days later, I pulled the tarp back and every single cardboard box had collapsed under the weight of the water. So there must have been somewhere in the tarp, there must have been a hole, or it just must have been too much for the tarp to cope. And the plastic containers were absolutely fine. That is what we're seeing here. No problems whatsoever with the plastic containers. I did have to wipe some water off of the lids, but luckily everything that was precious, everything that really mattered went into plastic. And that really just saved the machinery, the resin, the boxes, all of that. It saved everything from getting destroyed. But the cardboard boxes, a lot of them have got plastic containers inside, so I haven't lost anything. Basically, I haven't lost anything. And I've just set this up in the corner. How cool is this? I was gonna keep it downstairs and I was like, why? Why keep it downstairs? This here is a sign, oh my gosh, let's not look at the dust. Let's not look at the dust. This here is a gorgeous sign that my friend Tony made me. She's here on YouTube, Crafty by Tony. Oh, I loved it. She made this for me years and years ago. So I'm going to have that there next to my YouTube play button. And yeah, love, love, love. But everything is set up. Everything is ready. All I have to do now, I went online last night and I ordered too many. I ordered 24 plastic boxes. I'll fill every single cubby. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Oh, maybe I will need them. I was thinking I won't need all 24, but then the rest can go in the garage because there's a lot of things in the garage that are in cardboard boxes. Turns out I'm not very good at maths, so it turns out I will need them all, and every single cubby is going to have a box in it. And storage dreams. I'm really, really happy. So the situation now is I'm waiting today for an order from Amazon for all of those boxes to arrive. My online friend who I've never met, who lives close by, is coming over tomorrow and she's going to help me set up my craft room. I am eternally grateful for all of the help I received. If you watched my videos before I moved, sorry, George has just got something in his mouth because he knows here. Thank you. I had Chippy from Chippy Doodle Crafts and Wendy from Toompish Crafts come over to my old house and help me pack up. And now I've met a new friend who lives here called Lisa, who's coming over to help me set up. Like, I can't even tell you how grateful I am. And I am at that stage where I am accepting help from all directions. I'm just accepting help. You can get to the point where I'm a funny person. If I'm doing a job around the house, or if I'm doing any painting or DIY or anything like that, and Tim says, oh, do you want help with that? My immediate response is to say, no, thank you, I've got this. But since moving in here, I have very much learned to accept help from every direction, and that's okay. So eternally grateful to Lisa because she's coming over tomorrow, and yeah, that's it. Nothing much has changed in the living room. In fact, the living room is even more chaotic now. It still looks lovely on this side, so as soon as you walk in the living room door, I'm still getting that I love it. But the back has got more chaotic because I panicked yesterday when I realised how much damage was done in the rain, and I dragged a ton of boxes in. So yeah, more chaos. Also, on happier news, I bought some normal people mugs. These are I got them from Wilko's. So Wilko's is a store here that closed down, went into liquidation, but actually was bought out by the Range. So it was really weird. I kept getting texts to say your Range order is on its way, and I was like, I haven't ordered anything from the Range. Like, why am I getting texts from the Range saying my order is on its way? And then it said it will be with you in this time frame, and I was like, what have I ordered from the Range? So I went onto my account and I was like, I haven't ordered anything. This is weird. I wonder what this could be. Turns out it was the cups from Wilko, because the Range bought Wilko. And I was like, oh. And then I checked the Range's website, and all of these cups are on the website at the Range. But how gorgeous. Yeah, I just wanted some simple, normal, which works out really well because, come here. Yeah, it works out well today because I've got the bricklayer here with his daughter, and that's what I mean. I couldn't give him a mug that said hello princess, you know, or dog mum. So it's worked out really, really well. And yeah, they both said yes to a cup of tea and coffee as soon as they got here. And they've got the new mugs. So talk about talk about obviously I just picked George up and he could see the trays out there, and they've just looked in and probably wondering why I'm talking to myself in the kitchen. But anyway, this mug here, I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if the camera's showing up the colour. It's this really pale, muted, kind of sage green. And the second I got it, I don't know if anyone here ever went to church. So I grew up going to church, but then I also went to my grandma's church, which was Methodist, and they had a little kind of like hall, and they had a little tea room, and after church sometimes, or after the Christmas fair, you'd go in and you'd sit down and you'd have a cup of tea, and they always had crockery in this colour. It was like a little green teacup and a little green saucer. I don't know why, but I didn't think about that before I bought it, and like as soon as I opened it, I was like, church. That's what it reminds me of. But yeah. What do you think? It's so cute though, but the colour now, I'm just like, not sure. But anyway, it's good memories, so I don't know why it would bother me, but it just really reminds me of afternoon tea at church with my grandma. But yeah. Voiceover Claire here. So we made the decision to have a couple of new radiators fitted, mainly to the areas that had the oldest, most damaged radiators. This one in the kitchen was greasy, grimy. Yes, we could clean it, but the bottom was also going rusty. So we decided to replace that. And also we bought a new oven. This is the oven that came with the house, this one here. It's called a Diplomat. We are just not used to gas here, guys. Like, I have not used a gas oven for at least like 15 years, and we're struggling. We're like, how do we use gas? We can't read the numbers on the dial. They're all faded. It's just ancient, and the seal is broken. So we had a new oven replaced as well. And then Friday, the grandchildren came, so I scrubbed the kitchen. I scrubbed the kitchen to within an inch of its life, just because we needed everything clear for 4 days with the children, and it came up really nice. And this is the new oven. I bought a Stoves under the counter gas double oven. It is gorgeous. The numbers on it are visible. It's actually, we actually know what we're doing now, you know. It's so much easier. Every time I'm in the kitchen, this is me, I'm looking up like, right, when we get a new kitchen, I'm going to be able to put the cupboards to the ceiling, giving us so much more space. I won't be able to reach those cupboards, but that's not the point. The point is storage. We are struggling in this new kitchen. It's a first world struggle. We've come from having a huge kitchen to not very big at all, and a lot of our stuff is still in the garage. There's simply nowhere for it. So storage solution is gonna have to be a future problem for us. I've got my kettle here in the corner with tea, coffee, you know, all of the lovely yumminess, the hot chocolate, and then in the other corner I've just got my toaster, my eggs, and all of that. And then the new radiator went in. It is absolutely beautiful. It's clean, it's sparkly, and the heat. That's the thing. Like, even if you have an old radiator that's still giving out heat, it's nothing compared to the new modern technology. So that also is good as well, because they're more energy efficient. On the Sunday, oh my gosh, we decided to go to Irchester Country Park. We'd heard so many things about it, and I was like, Tim, do you fancy a drive? So we went to Irchester Country Park with the grandchildren. It was a stunning day. Sadly, we didn't get there until like 2 o'clock, and it was kind of like late in the day. George had his little pup cup, and honestly, guys, he's a fussy eater. I have never known such a fussy eating dog. And honestly, he left it. He had a couple of little licks and that was it. We were too late for the railway museum, which was a bit gutting because the children were like, there's trains, we want to see the trains. And it was just all too late. So yeah, on the Monday, I decided it was finally time to get myself back to B&Q to organise my craft room. And this was the final step in the Claire's Crafty Corner transformation. I needed some wood to create a plinth on the wall onto which I could clip my phone grip bendy camera holder thingies so that I could film directly above my desk, and it's all done now and I'll be showing you that in the next video. But yeah, then I needed some topsoil. So as I said earlier in the video, we had some bricklayers in. They actually removed the round step that went into the grass, which just really just revealed and exposed a load of mud, and I needed to sort that out. I realised today, I just got back to the car, sitting down, taking a breath before I go home. I realise I think I'm struggling more than I am allowing myself to think I'm struggling. And it's such a stupid, I don't want to use the word pathetic because a struggle is a struggle, but just like being in a completely different place. I'm loving it here. Little things like just pop into B&Q to get a quick little something. And you don't realise how familiar your surroundings are when you live in a certain place for a certain length of time. Like obviously we were back in Essex 8 years in that house. You get to know every little nook and cranny of your local stores, whatever they are. I mean, obviously stores change around a lot. They change merchandise, they move things around, whatever's on point of sale and all of this. So things do move, but you get comfortable in the routine of knowing exactly where things are in your local B&Q or your local Tesco's, or I don't know, it's really weird. But just walking into this brand new B&Q, I straight away started realising how uncomfortable I was. I don't know where anything is, and it's such a mundane thing to even say out loud. But it makes me feel all kinds of ways because I'm just like, you know, nothing's the same. I don't know where anything is. And yeah, it's just, I don't know. Anyway, it just came in my head. But you just get so used to things. Your brain gets used, your body gets used to things. You could walk into a certain store, you don't even have to look up. You know where you're going, you know what you want, you're going straight to the back, left, right. You know that what you want is right at the back. Yeah, so you have to, I guess you have to reprogram. I'm reprogramming my brain to be in new places and actually having to get used to a new space again. This is boring. This is so boring. But yeah, I was having an internal toddler sulk. I was kind of like, this is ridiculous. Why can't I find the wood? Why can't I smell the wood? Why can't I sniff it out? You know, I don't know. Weird little things. I got everything I needed. So I am grateful that I found everything I needed and more. You know, even a shower curtain wasn't on my list, but I found a shower curtain. And the funny thing is with, I don't know if it's small town living, because this is a small town. But again, I didn't live in a town before. I lived in a area of nothing. I wanted a layer of turf because we've had the patio bricks fixed and it's exposed some soil. So I really wanted turf, and all of the turf is outside on rolls, and they just trust you to pay and go and get it. I was like, oh, I said, I really need a roll of turf. Can I just run out now and go and grab one and then come back in? And she said, no, you don't have to do that. She said, we've got the code, so just grab it on your way back to the car. And I was like, you trust me to do that? Which obviously I'm gonna, I don't break the law, But I've never known that back in London, for them to just trust that you're going to take what you've paid for away from the shop. So that was an interesting little, that's so cute that they trust people here. Obviously there's cameras. Are they going to chase you home for a roll of turf? I don't know. But yeah, little things. Anyway, that's my observation. You're very welcome. Don't ever tell me I don't bring anything, all right? What I bring is like questioning one's sanity. But yeah, it's gonna be fine, because I am sure that me and this B&Q are gonna have a long, deep and meaningful relationship. So I will at some stage be familiar with it. I'll be familiar with the layout. It feels very, very disconnected to me right now because it's not my local store. Okay, I'll get a grip. I'll go home. I'll cut this wood to size. I'll nail it. No more nail it. And then, guys, I'm ready to film. I'm ready to film. Let's go to corner. Oh my God. But first I need a cup of tea. And George cuddles. It is now Tuesday and there has been a break in the rain and everything is dry. I mean, the grass is wet, but the patio is dry. Everything is dry and is beautiful and crisp. And I'm sitting out here with George. I feel so... I've got my bird watching binoculars because there's birds here. And that sounds really silly, but when you come from a place that's really lacking in birds, and we got a ton of birds in the back garden of our old house in Essex, but it was all magpies, like tons of magpies. It's all I ever saw were pigeons and magpies. But here, I've seen blue tits, I've seen, what are they called? Yellow tits. Yellow tits, guys. Tim bought me this. I got so excited the other day. I came out here and the tree was absolutely full. This tree here, this one right here, we're trying to work out if it's dead. This belongs to next door, but it's always filled with the tiniest little birds eating the red berries. So if anyone can identify this tree, do let me know. To me it just looks dead because every other tree still has its leaves, but this one doesn't have its leaves. It's pretty much barren and it's just always filled with the tiniest of birds. So I said to Tim, oh my gosh, I need my knowledge to improve. I need to improve my everything on birds. And he bought me this pocket garden bird watch. The first half of the book, you can see how much I've used it. Like not even the first half, the first four-fifths of the book is all about birds and habitats and how to feed them, how to look after them. It's the last 10 pages that have got pictures, and I just wanted a picture book. And that is not me not being appreciative. I appreciate it. But how cute is this? I've got you propped up on a rock and I'm looking. It's like the last 20 pages. Blue tit. Got loads of these in our garden. Loads of blue tits. How cute is that bird? And it's about this big. What else did I just see? I saw a green, no, not a green finch, although I think I've seen a green finch. It had a red stripe around the eye. Oh my gosh, stunning bird, absolutely stunning. If you know a bird with a red stripe around its eye, then you'll already, goldfinch. This one here, this one. I just saw tons of goldfinch. Again, this sounds really silly, I'm sure, to so many of you, but I am not used to this. I've never in my whole life had a garden that birds visit, other than London, which is always pigeons. Pigeons dominate. I'm honestly in my element right now. It's a bit chilly, but it's all right. Throwing the ball for George. even though the place is still trashed behind me. Oh, George, you tell him. You tell him. Yeah, I'm in my element. I'm just sitting here so chilled. I get my binoculars, like there's a few in there now again, and I'm just, every time I see a bird land in the tree, I'm like, oh, what is it? What is it? It feels like Christmas. Oh, I just think it's amazing. I don't know if you're hearing me over the wind. It's very windy as well. And it's just coming up to rush hour, so I can hear lots of traffic. But they're so beautiful, and even just it's just miraculous, isn't it? How something so beautiful is just this big. Like their anatomy, they must have hearts like this big. So a couple of things that have been happening. I've hired a skip. Finally hired a skip. Did the birds get chased away? He jumps at the slightest noise. I've hired a skip. They come on Monday, so today's Tuesday, they come next Monday, and that's to take away all of the debris from here and the debris from the garden where we had the steps fitted, and just some garden debris, and the units that broke. There's loads around here in the alley, units that broke in the move, things that we didn't want in the house that we've taken out of the house. That's all going in the skip on Monday. So I've done that. I got my nails done finally. I didn't go for anything added, so these are my nails just painted black for, you know, the Halloween season for filming. I went to a place called Burton Latimer. Beautiful. Let me know in the comment section, do you guys who are from around here, do you refer to Burton Latimer as a village or a town? It looked very villagey to me. Stunning, absolutely stunning. We drove in and I was like, oh, this is gorgeous, like historic, you know, some really old buildings, and it just looked beautiful. Now I already know, because there's an art centre in Burton Latimer, and I've already signed up to some classes there, so I knew I had to be going there at some point. I just never been there. So this lady works from home, and I went to her home and she just painted my nails black. The other thing I thought I'd mention while I'm sitting out here with this beautiful October, happy October, with this beautiful October breeze, is that we had the electricians in, and we now have a double plug socket either side of our bed, which was not something we had here before. We had an electrical inspection, and the best news was it was like winning the lottery. Honestly, this was a few weeks ago now. It was like winning the lottery. They told us that we didn't need a full electrical rewire, and which I'm grateful for, because we didn't have the money for a full electrical rewire. It can run up to like £10,000, not something we have just popped in our bank right now to go and splash on one thing. So when he said, no, you're all good, this is a up-to-date, up-to-code electrical fuse box, I was like, oh my goodness me, that means we can spend money somewhere else. So when he said that, we booked them in for extra plug sockets. Our bedroom now has 2, and Tim's office now has an additional double plug socket. That took the electrician hours. He had to rip up the carpet, you know, my new carpet in the bedroom, which is fine. I couldn't live without new carpet, and I did that knowing that it would have to be pulled up for things, including the new radiators. But yeah, I thought I'd just sit out here. I've finished my cup of tea. I had a gorgeous cup of tea. It's gone now. And let you know what else has been happening. Right now, I'm in a very happy moment. Very happy moment. I have these little moments and I sit and I think, this is lovely. This is very lovely. I don't know. Oh, honestly. So yeah, electrics were all done today, and I'm so happy we've got the plug sockets in. The last thing to do in the bedroom really then is decorate it, and that won't be anytime soon at all. What else is happening this week is that we've got new blinds going in on Friday. So we got a company to come out and measure up these, so they're all custom made to fit our windows, and if we get new windows it will be exactly the same because the window shape and size won't change. So on Friday we've got brand new blinds being fitted to the front of the house only. Looking forward to that. And yeah, I can take down those paper ones from Dunelm. To be fair, will I even leave them up? If there's room to leave them up, I'll leave them up because they're amazing. Like seriously, the blackout, they completely black out the bedroom. In other news, what else is happening, George? Can you tell anyone what else is happening? Basically, I'm doing too much. I moved in here fully aware that this is going to be a long-term, nothing's going to happen straight away, and I've mentioned in previous videos that there were some things that needed doing immediately. Like obviously the gutters, we had all of the gutters refit, the whole entire house, all the downpipes across the extension, across the roof, around the house and around the front, and all the downpipes. That cost £700, just in case anyone out here is thinking of getting gutters. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna be a lot more than that. I thought it was gonna be double that. I've got no idea. I've never in my life had to get new gutters. I didn't know what to expect. Nothing. So yeah, apart from that, I just think there were some jobs that needed to be done immediately, and I think I got into this kind of, like, I don't know, I think I just got into my own head. I'm not gonna lie, I got into my own head about everything, because there's a lot of work to be done here, but it's livable. Everything is livable and totally manageable, but it became quite overwhelming. So instead of spending the first 1 or 2 weeks in this house truly being in the moment and enjoying every day, I was ringing this one, ringing that one, booking in this quote, got got new radiators fitted, got new carpet fitted, ordered some blinds, got the gutters done, got the brickwork done, got the electrician out, got the plumber out to fix the bathroom. I went bull in a china shop, and it's not that I regret it, because those jobs I felt were urgent at the time. But now I'm done. I'm not making any more phone calls. Well, apart from the skip. Skip is coming on. Oh, see? But we need the skip, right? Because every time I come in the garden, it's like, oh God, this mess. So, yeah, it all got a bit too much. And we've been in this house 1 month today. 1 month today. I can't believe it. I honestly can't believe it. We've been here for 1 month, and actually we've got quite a lot done in that time, but I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna stop making phone calls. I'm gonna stop thinking about everything that needs to be done and phoning up trades to come in and give us quotes, and because actually I haven't really taken a moment to sit down and just be. And I think that really hit me 2 days ago. I realized that I haven't just allowed myself to just be and exist without thinking this needs doing, that needs doing, this needs doing, that needs doing. And yeah, it's a funny one because they needed doing. I'm talking to myself here, but I'm defending my decisions that I've made over the last few weeks, because they did need doing. But that's, the truth is, I would have been even more in my head if I kept walking into that bedroom and seeing that carpet and thinking, I can't, I need new carpet. So even though the new carpet has already been ripped up twice, it's all good still. It's clean. Yeah, we went to a pet store. There's a huge pet store here called Jolly's. I believe it's an independently run, family run pet store, which I think is beautiful. Everyone in the UK knows Pets at Home. We do have a Pets at Home, but there's a specific store in this town called Jolly's, and we went there, and oh my goodness me, I was in heaven. We got George some more food bowls, water and food bowls, and then I went to town on bird feeding. They've got a huge selection of bird feeding, squirrel feeding, and hedgehogs. For hedgehogs, we haven't seen a hedgehog yet. Equally, I don't think we should be feeding squirrels, because at the end of the day, the grey squirrel is solely responsible for getting rid of our native squirrel. So I'm definitely not going to be feeding the squirrels. But the birds, yes, we bought some suet blocks and some, you know, the pine cones, like giant pine cones that have been completely and utterly shoved in with suet and seeds, and we hung them from the trees, and the birds went crazy, absolutely crazy. I'll turn you around and you can see the suet blocks. We had a choice of two. We had a choice of berries and a choice of savoury seed. And this is what they look like in the tree. These here are the berry blocks in little cages, and there's one there and one there. My sister bought me this absolutely stunning clay bird feeder, and we put one in there, and something massive came along and tipped it upside down, and the whole berry block fell on the ground, and you can just see the remains of it there. They literally picked it up, walked away with it, guys. Not even kidding. Do I know what it is? No, I don't. But that's what they did. I can't believe it. And that there is the pine cone. So this is what's left of the pine cone. It was massive. It was fat. It was a gorgeous, round, fat ball of suet, all held together by the pine cones. There's not much left on that one now. Looks like they've been having a feast. And these are the suet berry blocks. You can see that they're chiseling away at those, enjoying. This is the feeder that my sister got me. Not much left in there, because I don't know what. I found the whole block on the ground the next day, and I came out to move it and it gone. My guess is that was a fox, because what else can actually pick up a massive block and move it? And then this is the other one. So yeah, they've been having a field day there. This tree over here, I did put a pine cone on it. Oh, it is there. I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it from where I was sitting. That's the other pine cone. It was dangling, but something has come along and tipped it up over the branch. I guess that makes it easier for them to get at it. That's probably a bird that was a bit upset with my choice of dangling it. They didn't want it dangled. I just don't want to go inside at this point. Is this interesting, just sitting with me in the garden? Let me turn you around so you don't have to just like that. Yeah, I don't want to go in. This is the first actual dry spell that we have had in so long. Just sitting here is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, and I am soaking up every second of it.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, 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 golden things. Mountain laurel high fives for miles in spring. Rainbow trout and a hummingbird wing. Golden, leaves, golden